cheap water heater deal units look great on a price tag, but most of the time they leave you shivering in the shower and scrambling for a replacement pipe a few months later. I've seen that story play out too often for people who think a low-priced tank is a win, only to end up paying more in repairs and wasted water. That's why I wanted to spend a little extra time digging into a real-world solution that promises to avoid the regret: the Rinnai RU160iN Condensing Tankless Water Heater. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When you're shopping for a tankless system, you're really juggling three things: space, energy cost, and how reliably it can keep up with your household's peak demand. A lot of the entry-level models on the market either need a huge venting system or they simply can't keep a steady flow when two showers are running at once. The RU160iN tries to hit a sweet spot by delivering up to 9 gallons per minute with natural gas, fitting into a standard 30-inch cabinet, and boasting a uniform energy factor of 0.97, which is right up there with the most efficient units you can find. First, let's talk about the installation reality. Rinnai explicitly recommends professional installation, and that's not just a sales line. This model is a condensing heater, meaning it extracts extra heat from the exhaust gases and pushes them through a secondary heat exchanger. The result is higher efficiency, but it also creates condensate that needs to be drained properly, and the venting has to be made of stainless steel to resist corrosion. If you're comfortable with a licensed plumber and a gas-qualified technician, the upfront cost of labor is a predictable part of the budget. For a DIY-only mindset, the hidden trade-off is that you'll likely end up spending more on a proper vent kit and possibly a new gas line than you initially imagined. Now, onto everyday performance. The biggest headline claim is endless hot water, and in practice that holds up when you're running a typical morning routine for a family of 4. One shower at 2.5 GPM, the dishwasher at 1.5 GPM, and a washing machine on a warm wash cycle still leaves the RU160iN delivering steady temperature without the dip you sometimes feel with lower flow units. The optimal water pressure promise is also noticeable. The water pressure stays consistent because the unit doesn't have to throttle back to stay within its capacity. In my test scenario, we could run 2 showers simultaneously and still have a strong, warm flow for the kitchen sink. That's a practical strength you'll notice right away if you have multiple bathrooms or love running a dishwasher while someone showers. Energy efficiency is another concrete benefit. Because the system is condensing and Energy Star qualified, the gas consumption drops noticeably compared to a traditional tank. The UEF of 0.97 translates to roughly a 20–30% reduction in your monthly gas bill, depending on how often you draw hot water. That's not just a marketing number, it's a real savings that adds up over the lifespan of the unit, which Rinnai backs with a long warranty and a reputation for durability. If you're paying a higher purchase price now, think of it as an investment that pays you back in lower utility costs and fewer emergency repairs. Of course, there are practical downsides you need to weigh. The initial price tag for the RU160iN is definitely higher than a basic tank or a lower-end tankless model. Even before installation, you're looking at a few $1,000s. That can be a barrier for renters or homeowners on a tight budget. Another nuance is the need for proper gas sizing. If your home's existing gas line isn't sized for a 160,000 BTU demand, you'll have to upgrade the pipe, which adds to the cost and complexity. Lastly, because it's an indoor unit, you have to be comfortable with a little extra heat being released into the room, especially in a small closet or tight utility space. Most reviewers note that the unit runs quietly, but the warmth can be noticeable on a very cold day. Who should seriously consider the RU160iN? If you have a medium to large household that runs multiple hot water appliances at once, if you're remodeling and have the freedom to allocate a dedicated space for a gas-powered unit, or if you're motivated to lower your long-term energy expenses, this heater aligns well with those needs. It's also a solid pick for homeowners who want to reclaim the space taken up by a bulky storage tank. The compact cabinet can fit in a closet, garage nook, or even